People are
What do
saying
you want
they
me to
want
do
hear
with this
cooler
tiny piano? Some guy just comes in and puts his little piano in front of me.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Where the hell is Mike Posner?
Is
he here?
There he is.
Making
There he
his
is.
entrance.
Hey! All those
There
pants
he
are
is.
dope.
Yeah, these are dope pants, everyone. Hi, Mike.
Oh, look
my
at that
gosh.
shirt, too.
What's up,
Hello.
team?
We are your team.
You guys
And
miss me or what?
We always miss you. With every moment that ticks by without you in our lives are not complete. That's just it. There, I said it. I'm not exaggerating at all. Mike,
Good morning.
I know.
What are we talking about today? What are we doing?
That's my point. We have so many important things to talk about, and the only thing we can notice is how teal your pants are. Those are some cool pants.
They're not bad, right?
No, they're great.
They really match the flow of the studio.
Yeah.
Come
Like, you
on,
blend
I
in
knew I
perfectly.
had you guys today, so I want to spice it up.
I know you did.
Let's go.
And my apologies for not being in the studio today. I have to catch a plane and blah, blah. You know, the crap. Whatever.
Hey,
it doesn't
you're a
matter.
busy man. I get it.
Not really, though.
You're
That's
running
the
an
thing.
empire.
No, I'm not. There's no empire.
Sounds like
I
the
swear to
evil
God,
leader.
There's no empire. Well, first of all, before we get rolling here, let me let you know that another reason to celebrate, and in this life, we always look for things to celebrate. A new song. We got a new song out Friday, new video.
Yeah.
Mike, I know. And okay, so we said, well, we want to hear it. Well, it's not released till Friday. And I said, well, can I hear like a second of it? They said, here's what we'll do. Are you ready for this? This is what your people said, Mike.
Okay.
We'll give you 60 seconds of it. So rather than like going to the middle and finding like the hook is what they call it or whatever, they just start it and then 60 seconds.
I should have just came on Friday.
I know. That's my point.
That's right.
So 60 seconds in, they just turn it off. It's like, well, where'd it go? It just disappeared.
Hopefully, we got a chorus in there.
I don't know. Think through. I'm not dead yet. That's the song.
Yeah.
Is there a chorus in the first 60 seconds?
It should be. If it took us longer than that, Max Martin would be mad. You know.
I tell you what. Let's play the 60 seconds they gave us. I'm warning you. Doesn't matter if
The
it's
times is
mid-sentence.
hard out here for songwriters, Elvis. You know, we're not doing 5-minute songs with a 30-second intro anymore. We are better get to that chorus hopefully within 45 seconds.
It's true. It's get to the point in time. Here we go. This is all they gave us of I'm Not Dead Yet. Mike Posner. Listen to this.
Wait.
And that's it.
What the hell was that?
It's like I want to choke someone. Give me the rest of the damn song.
Hey.
But that's awesome. That sounds so good.
It feels weird kind of dancing to it, though. Like, I wanted to dance, and then I'm like, wait, is this a sad song? Oh,
Well, let's
no.
get into it. Let's unpack it, as they say.
Oh, boy.
Let's open this up, as they say.
Okay.
Even though it sounds okay, we're all like going to analyze the lyrics in our own spin, but it sounds like even though life throws crap at you sometimes, you're not dead yet. You have more to do. I mean, what is this song about?
Hey, so one time I was on Google, and like once a year, I'll put in, is Mike Posner, and I just see what it says after. And what it says is, if you type it, is Mike Posner still alive? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what is that? So this is sort of where this title came from, and also, there's like a sadness and beauty, and a beauty and sadness, and so that's kind of what the song is about. And it was kind of a big swing for me lyrically when we were writing this song. I remember I could make this about like, breaking up with a girl or something. That'd be very easy. And I've written that song 1,000 times, and you've heard that song 1,000 times. But if I could try to get this like more ephemeral idea into the lyrics, that would be an accomplishment as a writer. So that's what I went for.
And there you go. And it's one of those songs that it could be the lyrics. If you read them, they're kind of sad, but when you hear them in context with the rhythm, with the beat, it's a whole different meaning. Isn't
That's
that funny
right.
How that works? It works in a funny way.
This is
Rhythm.
intentional. Yeah, it's intentional. Absolutely.
Are you going to write about what all of the other autofills for Is Mike Posner are?
Oh my gosh.
Is Mike Posner
You have it pulled
white?
up?
Yeah.
Well, pull it up. Is Mike Posner? What do you have? What do
Is
you
Mike
have?
Posner
What do you
white?
guys think?
I think you're alive.
I think you should answer for me.
Well, I do think you're white. That's one of the questions.
Is Mike Posner white?
Yes.
Like, I'm in studio with him now, and I can tell you, yes.
I can verify he's white.
Okay. I'll add my own autofill in a second, but what are the ones that are already on Google? The ones they provide for us.
Is Mike Posner religious?
Oh.
What do you think, Elvis?
I think you're very, very spiritual. I don't know what religion means to you, so I can't really answer.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
religious, very spiritual.
I always think
There you
I
go.
always think Mike Posner makes us a better person. Like, because you're just always positive, you're always smiling, you're always doing these amazing things to move forward in life, and you just make people or want people to be better.
Thank you. I'm just trying to do that myself. But that wasn't one of the things. Does Mike Posner make us better?
Sorry.
What are the rest of them
But
on
I'll
Google?
take the unsolicited praise.
There you go.
Okay.
You know?
all right.
Is Mike Posner single?
Oh.
It's none of our business.
Okay.
I love how he doesn't answer, though. He's just like,
I was letting Elvis answer. I want to hear his takes.
Well,
His hot takes, man.
First of all, when people come and sit in that seat, Mike, we don't
Hot
ask
seat.
questions about people's private lives.
I didn't ask it. Google asked it.
This is a
Google asked it.
respectful show.
Yeah.
I know, because we
This
love
is a respectful radio show.
Look at this. We're getting complaints already on the text messages. Why did you turn that off? Keep going. This song is so great. Look, they're mad. They want more.
Oh,
They're like, what
I
the
agreed.
F? What
I
the
agreed.
F? This sounds so effing amazing. I've got goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
Already love it.
Well,
My
guys,
favorite-
it comes out Friday, right? The 23rd
Yeah.
is Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Is that midnight, Brandon?
Yeah, give us a
Midnight
time.
tonight.
Midnight tonight.
Midnight tonight.
I mean,
Okay.
it's
Stream
only a
that
couple-
thing.
It's only
Send
a
it to
couple
your
of hours
friends.
Away. Why?
Yeah, I know.
You know? Like,
It's martini time somewhere. Let's open it up.
You know, I agree with you.
Now, if you leak it early, I know the label doesn't really like that, but doesn't that kind of pop for you, like virally? Like, ooh, it leaked. Now I want to go get it even more.
I don't even know how to do that. You think I'm more sophisticated than I? What am I going to call someone at Apple or Spotify and say, put it out 3
Yeah.
hours early? I don't have those numbers. I don't have those type of connections.
All the record
Look at-
people just ran to the window and started waving, no, absolutely not.
Oh, look, they get it all panicky. Well, here's the thing. We know from personal experience, because we have had access to things that were leaked early by other artists, and I accidentally played like a note or two from some other artists, and we got our peepees whacked hard.
Yeah.
They're like, well, this is, you can't do. I'm like, okay, I understand you have a rollout system, you have a plan, but it was like just an hour early.
There's some stories though of the "Love in the Club" by Usher. I don't know if
Right.
it's true. Maybe this is apocryphal, but the story is, that he didn't really like the song, or I don't think he wasn't going to put it out, and the producer Polo the Don leaked it, and
Ooh.
everyone just
Oh.
loved it, so much, and it became big.
See,
Big
I
hit.
feel like if you leak a song, it gives people more excitement. Like, people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's leaked! This is the coolest
There's a
thing
buzz.
ever!
No.
It's badass!" You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand why they wouldn't want that.
They don't want it. Look, they're waving their fingers again.
It just
No,
doesn't
no,
it
they
just
said
doesn't.
it.
You don't even hear about things like really leaking that much anymore.
Wait,
Oh,
what
You know,
was
it used to happen before when we made CDs. It leak because you had to send the album to the CD factory early, and they would leak it.
What was the song that leaked the other day, but there were fart sounds in it instead?
Kid Cudi.
Kid
Kid
Cudi, yeah.
Kid Cudi had fart sounds in his
It was
leaked
great.
song. I don't know.
You guys were leaking Kid Cudi songs with fart
I know.
noises.
It was like-
Man, this program has gone downhill since I was here last.
But it was like anal leaking. It was the weirdest thing.
Oh,
But,
wow.
but anyway, but I look at it like this. Okay, let's say a baby is born early, and it really puts people. I've never had a baby fall out of me, but Danielle has.
Yes,
If a
two.
baby comes out early, I don't want to use the word premature because there are many medical things that have to do with keeping this kid safe, right? If a baby comes out early, people are like, oh no, wait, come out when you're supposed to. But the baby comes out early. But the baby comes out, and once the baby's there, the baby's there. Once the song is released, it's released. It's
That's
done.
true.
The song is out there.
That's true.
It makes me crazy.
The record
Anyway.
people have entered the room.
Oh, no.
Are you kidding me?
No, they're right here, and they put headphones on.
Get out of here. Who's in there? Get him out of there.
It's fatty.
Patty Riscona, get out of there. See, Mike,
He looks good with those headphones on, though.
I know,
He
look at
looks
that.
like he's part of the show.
They're there to keep you safe from yourself, Mike.
Security has entered.
Hey, you know what? Since we've met you years and years ago, way before you trekked across America or climbed mountains and things, you've always, to me, been such an interesting guy, an interesting man, interesting person, entity, whatever you want to call yourself. And then when you started sharing your stories of your adventures, of your journeys, not only physically walking across the country, but also your journeys in your mind, like using sprouts in almost every meal and icing yourself down. And, watching you on social media makes me actually enjoy going to social media every once in a while. I always find your life to be very interesting. From your point of view, are you finding life to be that table full of puzzle pieces that you put together and form a picture, form a story? What are you doing?
Well, I just want to become a version of me that I'm proud of, right? So there's a version of Mike that I want to be, I want to become, and it is a moving target, right?
How do you define that? How do you define what it is you want to become?
Well, it changes. 3 years ago, it was, that guy walked across America, so I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go become him. Well, what happens is I like a goal that obliterates your other goals. Like when I walked across America, I didn't even know who I was after, in a good way. It obliterated all the boxes I had put around myself. And then there's this goal that I never would have had before, which was to climb the tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Sprouted, if we can use that verb, into my consciousness. So the target moved, and in a good way, right? You keep becoming. And after I finished my walk, the version of me that I would be proud of, he climbed Everest. So I had to go do that, and it's not like I just showed up there. I had to climb, before Everest, 71 mountains. I became a mountaineer in that year and a half. It's like I almost died in the training, and that changed everything too. And I didn't know what I was going to do after Everest, again, because these goals, they delete all your other goals. They change. They're like, oh, those are too small or whatever. And when I finished the mountain, actually when I was on the mountain, we had a pretty scary moment with the avalanche at Camp 2. And I didn't have that much time to feel sorry for myself, even though I felt like, I almost died there. But we had climbing to do, but we started climbing. I just remember thinking, I can't die here. I can't die here. I got more music inside me, figuratively and literally. And so right now I'm just committed to sharing the songs I hear inside me, and sharing the stuff I learned too on my journeys. But it's the same mindset, it's the same mindset. It's funny, like, you get up to like do promo for the record, so you're like, yo, I'm tired, all this stuff. And it's like, dude, you climb Mount, remember how tired you were on that mountain? Stop complaining, like you was doing stuff with no sleep, like days and days and days. Like, you could do this, come on, it's easy. So, so every day, there's like macro things, obviously. When you ask me, how do you define that? There's big goals. Whether I have goals financially or goals I want to do with my music career, sure. And then also day to day, moment by moment. See, I woke up in the car. My team was like kind of pissy, and I would say right. I'm missing the mark. You're
allowed that though. No,
I'm not allowed that. I feel like I didn't. In that moment, I wasn't hitting the goal, like, of who I want to be. Right?
Well, if you don't hit the goal, then sometimes you forget there is a goal.
Correct.
You like, oh my God, I forgot there's a goal here. You know what I'm hearing here, which I think is so universally cool for all of us to understand, is, you ask yourself, do I know who I am? And if you can answer yes, I don't think that's as exciting as going, I don't know who I am. So because I keep pushing myself in different directions, and I learn who I am, and then I become a mystery to myself again. I think being a mystery to yourself is kind of cool to admit to, and it sounds like being complacent, being too comfortable, is just, you're not learning about yourself.
Well, that's a scary thing. That's a scary thing, because exactly. A lot of us end up in a box or in a groove in life. I certainly did. If I look back 5 years ago, I had attained the success in music, and I was just sort of following the model of what an artist does. They make an album, then they go on tour, make an album, go on tour, maybe end up in Vegas one day and you write a book and die. And I realized, like, hey, my soul, who I am, is pulling me in a different direction. I don't have to follow this. And a lot of people just die in that groove, in that box, and that's scary. That should be scary to everyone.
It's too comfortable. Hey, how did we start the show this morning? What did I bring up? It's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said do something different today.
Yeah, do something different today. Like if it's so comfortable being comfortable, but I find that you should be uncomfortable being comfortable. That's the point, right?
Amen. I like that.
It's
You
as
should
simple
be
as it can look.
uncomfortable being comfortable.
As simple as it can be. You go to the same restaurant, you order the same dish every single time. Well, what's wrong with like going 2 dishes down? Order that. Do something different. And that's just a very simple way of looking at it.
No, but I would say do something that scares you today.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have to be a big thing or to jump out of a plane. Sometimes they're just scared to say excuse me, or something.
Now, when you're doing all of these things, because obviously they're exciting and they're dangerous, does your management or the record label ever step in like what they do with athletes and say, no, you can't do this. You have to make an album and go on tour?
Well, here's the thing. It's like, I don't work for anybody. I literally don't have a boss. The record label is not my boss. I turn in my albums and we're partners. They put it out for me. And my managers quite literally work for me. They have other clients also.
Good point.
But it's a great question because you build sort of this artifice around you, and it's easy to blame. So, I could never do that because they wouldn't let me, or this kind of thing. And it's like, nah, you can do it because you're scared to do it. And you're kind of using that as an excuse. So, yeah, when I first had the idea, I had meetings with like my manager, and he's like, I think this is a terrible idea, a crazy idea. And I sat with my friend Elliot, because I was really on the fence. It's easy to sit here now and show, I just went and did this and I knew I could. No, I was super scared. I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know it was scary to get out of my box. I call it the sandbox. I was playing the sandbox for like a decade, my whole life. And it's like, now you're going to go walk, like do this wild thing. Of course, I was fearful. So I went to my buddy Elliot. I said, Elliot, I have this dream. I want to walk across America, but my manager thinks it's crazy. And he goes, that's great news. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't get it. He's like, it's great news that your manager thinks it's crazy. I said, what? And he goes, listen, not all crazy ideas are great, but all great ideas are crazy.
Oh.
Attaboy.
There
I
you
like
go.
that. I got to put this on my notes. Hold on one second. That is really a fantastic way of looking at it, right?
Yeah, and it's true. It's true. And he just said, and I think you walking across America is a great idea.
Have
And
you
it's
ever
crazy.
had a crazy idea that you were like, I want to do this, and then you thought more about it and were like, no, I'm not going to do that?
Yeah, what was that? Well, I want
Yeah.
you to do that today, whatever that was.
I mean, I can't think of one that I committed to and then backed out because my word is real important. So I tend to be quite like methodical and cerebral before I commit to something, at least something like big things. I got a great one. I just rehomed my dog I had for a year.
You what?
Yeah, I gave my dog to my friend.
Oh, okay.
So I
you
committed
rehomed?
to having the dog,
Yeah.
and then I was like, this is not working.
You seem so happy together. It seemed like you guys were happy
I
together.
loved her, but it was a lot. And then I was traveling so much, and it was like,
Yeah.
it didn't make sense. So that's an example of a commitment I made that I backed out of.
Well, I don't think you backed out of it. You just reevaluated. So how was it rehoming your dog? Did you have this emotional attachment with this dog?
Yeah, of course. It was sad. It was sad. Simultaneously, like knowing for sure this is the right decision, but it's definitely sad. I ain't no robot.
And do you ever wonder if she misses you?
I don't think she misses. I don't know, like how developed their brains are, where they're like can conceptualize that. Oh, he's not there. But I think if I walked in the room, she's gonna remember me for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they like dwell around.
Well, so see, I don't think that was you dropping a commitment.
No.
I think it was an evolving relationship. I can justify it.
Why?
No,
Thank you,
don't worry about it.
Elvis.
You're fine. You're not going to hell. You're good. By the way, this is Mike Posner. If you're just turning us on, I suggest you go back and listen or watch this show on demand later, anywhere you get your podcast, because we've covered so many things.
We're
So many
all
things.
over the place today.
Well, that's the best place
We're
to
like
be.
Superman ice cream.
Do we really want to hone in on one thing?
A lot going on.
I would love a big scoop of Superman ice cream right there on a cone. That sounds good.
Just
It
vanilla ice cream with a lot of food coloring.
Yes, make it pretty. Doesn't matter what it tastes like. What's up, Gandhi?
Okay, so you said every day we should do something that scares us, but you have walked across the country, gotten bitten by a rattlesnake, and climbed the tallest mountain. So what scares you? Like, what is left on the planet that scares you?
That's a good question. Snakes definitely still scare me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe more than ever.
Yeah, they scare me more. I'll tell you what. All those things still scare me. But times like big things, you know. Sometimes, you know, just like being on stage scares me.
Is that scary or excitement or both? What is
well, when you really if you take the mental story around the physical feeling, they're very close to the same sensation, excitement, and anxiety, like in your body. If you stop thinking about them, they're very close. So that's maybe too deep, but
not at all.
They're both maybe scary, whatever. But lots of
question. How about doing nothing? Does doing nothing scare you?
Oh yeah, that scares me. Being mediocre scares me.
Being in neutral scares you?
Sometimes I do nothing, but when I do nothing, it's always like I do a retreat. Usually like once a year, once every 2 years, where I go and I spend a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks in like complete solitude. And it's like now I'm doing nothing. Nothing.
Like doing nothing is doing something. That's our favorite motto.
I guess so, yeah.
Well, so back to Gandhi's question. If they called and said, hey, hop on the new SpaceX, we're flying you to outer space, would you go on?
Yeah, that would scare me because they haven't done a lot of those yet. I always wanted to go to space, but now I'm kind of rethinking it.
Now that it's an option?
Well, here's the thing that changed it for me is like those people that go up there a long time, they always come back and they're all messed up. Physically, they're like bones are break. You know?
They age weirdly.
They
3
age.
inches shorter.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. It would be cool how cool would it be though to go up and look back at Earth?
So
I would love that.
Wouldn't it put everything in perspective? It has to,
I
right?
actually experienced that the other night. What was that you gave me, Gandhi?
Oh, yeah. We can't talk about that on the air.
Come on, I want to do that interview. Let's talk about that.
I was looking back at Earth. It was the strangest thing. But I was only like 30 feet up. It was strange. I don't know. I don't get it. We move on. People are texting in. I love when we have a conversation like this because this texter says, this interview sounds like a bunch of stoners getting high and having a conversation. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Friends sitting around just doing their thing.
Let's get it.
How about cage diving with great white sharks? People are asking.
Yeah, I think that would definitely elicit a fear response from me.
Okay.
Right?
For sure.
Right.
What about you guys?
I wouldn't do that. I don't want to.
I think that would be terrifying.
It's not super high on my list.
Well, I mean, I don't mind being scared. I don't mind being challenged. I just don't like that one. I don't want to be... Because at the end of the day, I think if you're in a cage, the sharks really rarely get to them. So I think I'm going to be safe. It'll be exhilarating.
But it's not going to feel
bungee
comfortable.
Jumping. Like
You're
Gandhi
not going
with
to be
bungee
chilling
jumping.
in there. That thing
No,
comes
there's
up.
no chilling.
Yeah.
So
What do they
with
do in
bungee
those cages?
jumping-
They bring food in there? How do the sharks come? Are they just smelling you as fresh meat, or they?
No, I think they cut your hand open before you go in.
No,
They don't.
They don't cut your hand.
I'm
It's
kidding,
just a
I'm
trail
kidding.
of blood.
I got a bloody
What?
nose. Now wait, Gandhi did bungee jumping, and she loved it. Would you do that? It seems very controlled.
How was the recoil?
Not bad at all.
I've done skydiving.
Yeah, I did that. I was way more scared to bungee jump. I don't know why. I think because I wasn't attached to another person.
Yeah, you weren't tandeming.
Yeah.
Tandeming.
So I had to jump off the platform
If they
myself.
didn't measure that thing right.
Oh, I did. I thought about all of those things. But the recoil's not bad. It looks bad. It's not bad.
I just think all the blood go to your head.
See, that sounds more fun than scary.
Oh, can I tell you a story?
Yes.
So
please do.
I just did this music video, and I wrote the concept for the video, and I was like, I want to be hanging upside down. I guess you'll see it when it comes out, and so we do. So we shot in Colombia, in Bogota, and we go there, and they have these two like cranes, and they rig me up, and I'm hanging upside down. And I don't know why I don't think about this stuff before. Like, I just think it's going to look cool. And then I get there, I'm like, this is fucking hard, So I'm hanging there upside down. And then between, like, when they hang me and they say action is like 60 or 90 seconds, right? So we do a bunch of takes, and the director comes and he's like, why don't you look at one? We look at the take. He's like, what do you think? I was like, man, all this looks beautiful, except I look horrible. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, because I'm hanging there. I was like, my head exploded outward, and like it was turning crazy colors. I was like, I look like 30 years older and 30 pounds heavier.
Yeah, 50 Cent learned that at the Super Bowl, remember?
I feel his pain.
You didn't think that through now, did you?
I didn't think it through.
It's like your brain is popping out your ear holes. Like, maybe we should have thought this through. So that video is out Friday, right?
Correct.
The video. Okay, good. Just making
sure.
Or
at midnight.
At midnight tonight.
I think it comes out with the song.
Exactly.
Is that right? Yes.
They said you flew into New York just to do this, and
then you're not here.
Where are you going?
You're not even here.
I know. I feel like such an ass. I was like, you did better than me today. Well, so after New York, what are you doing? Are you staying in town for a few days? Are you running for your life? What are you doing?
They got me pretty busy. I'm doing some other promo. Elvis, you're the centerpiece around which we built this promo trip.
Naturally.
But we are going to do some other interviews with various press outlets to just try to get this song out there, man. Get this song out there.
Well, I can't wait till you can play the whole thing without all these people in here waving their fingers at me.
Jeez Louise. Such a restrictive society we live in.
I know. I don't like rules. Rules, schmools. You know what I'm saying? Rules, schmools.
I want to flip this table right now.
Hey, I will do this. They gave us a minute of it. Let's play it again.
Oh, baby!
I know. This is living on the edge. This is swimming with the sharks right here, baby. And then I want to play. Okay, I have Cooler Than Me. Please Don't Go. I Took a Pill in Ibiza.
Just remind the people who I am. Go through the whole catalog. Exactly. My mom was like, "You could do." She was like.
What'd your mom say?
I'm getting old, Elvis. She's like, you could do a greatest hits album now. I'm like, no one does those anymore. They don't, right?
Well, I don't think so. I don't have a
greatest
problem
hits
with it.
Playlist.
Well, you don't really need it. You just have a playlist. You can play whatever you want, create your own, right? But Mom meant well. I want to hear the Mike Posner Christmas album. Why not?
From this Jewish boy from Detroit.
Why not?
Great Christmas album.
You know what? People always ask us what makes a great guest and a great friend on the show, and you've been listening to Mike Posner. You have the answer right before you. Someone who comes in and keeps it real and talks about whatever
you know
they're
how
feeling.
Many times, like when Christmas albums were doing well. I know you were ending the segment, but I'm just launching into another story. Like when Christmas albums were a thing.
Back to Christmas albums.
When Christmas albums were a thing, and like I don't know, someone did one and it sold really well, and they would the record label, my old labels always be like, "We really think you should do a Christmas album. You got to do it." I'm like, I'm Jewish. Like, how contrived?
Hold on, Mike.
How contrived can this industry get?
Mike, three of the biggest Christmas albums of all time.
Be a great play.
3 of the biggest selling Christmas albums of all time were from Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand, and there was someone else. I mean, all
so they
Jewish.
took that bait. I mean, how inauthentic? Come on.
Well, they're songs. It doesn't mean you have to like come out and denounce, whatever Christianity before you do your album. It's just a song. It's a Jingle Bells. I mean, anyone could do it.
All right, I'm not
doing
it.
Think it through.
I'll come back. Eliyahu.
Exactly.
Name with that Hanukkah album.
We only know Hava Nagila. That's the only song we know.
Track 6, Hava Nagila.
That's it.
You can imagine I'm back here like a year from now. Hey, Elvis, I just dropped this Hanukkah album.
Exactly. You could appear on the Mariah Carey Christmas show. It all makes sense. You could be the Mariah Carey of Hanukkah.
That's when you know things have gone off the rails.
No. You know what? Talk about being scared of stuff. You should be very scared of doing that.
You and Adam Sandler can sing the Hanukkah song together.
Oh, here we go.
Little duet.
Yeah, remember that.
Classic.
Some of the biggest Christmas albums of all time. put out for our Jewish friends.
Yes.
It's something to think about.
Idina Menzel just put out a Christmas album, and she's Jewish.
Hello.
There you go.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
You guys are offering this up like wow, these guys are all doing it, so you should too. I'm just shocked, and I'm just shocked that many people have done Christmas albums when they're not Christian.
For you,
it's
as an
like
artist,
ridiculous.
As an artist, you push your boundaries. For us, we're capitalists. We want to make some cash.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Now, what am I
Unreal.
playing here? I'm going to play your 60 seconds of the song that the only 60 they'll give us.
Let's go.
I took a pill in Ibiza, and I know you're tired of hearing it, but I just one of my favorite songs.
Rip it, man.
Okay, we're gonna rip
People
it.
don't remember that I did that song.
They don't.
No,
Who
any
doesn't
of
remember
these.
that?
They remember the song, but they don't because I always change how I look and stuff. They think it's different. People always mess me. I just realized that the guy that walked across America is the same Mike Posner took a pill in Ibiza.
Same one.
It's me.
Same guy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Okay, I'm not dead. We're gonna give you
Yet.
the limited edition version, and then we're gonna kick it into I took a pill. And you know what? You always have a place at our table, Mike. We love you
Why,
so
thank
much.
you.
It's always
I
refreshing
know if things
to have
go
you
south
here.
in my career, I can just come. No. Maybe get like a regular salary from you and just pipe in
You could do a Christmas album.
once or twice a week.
Well, yeah. If things get tough, you'll hear. You know that when Mike Posner puts a Christmas album out, things have been rough.
When the sleigh bells come out.
If I put a Christmas album, there's some mismanaged funds in the background.
Scary. Don't we have sleigh bells beneath? Don't we
Shady
have sleigh
business
bells?
manager.
We absolutely do. What would you like?
Wait, what do we have down there for Mike to play?
Oh,
Come on.
goodness.
There's
What
a
are you saying, Danielle?
cowbell.
I think you should do the Masked Singer.
down
That's
there?
what I see for you next.
No, don't do
Mike
that.
Oh, look what's going on
What do we
now.
have down here? We got all sorts of.
Look at that thing.
Cowbell.
We got a cowbell.
Oh, yeah, that's my
There's
Nepal.
a tambourine, isn't there?
Hey, you gotta wear this thing on your neck.
Yeah.
Look at that, you just walk around.
Oh, the.
Okay, we
vat
have a
of
whole
instruments.
box. Do we have?
You want to play the horn?
No, I need sleigh bells, Scary.
We don't have any. We just have.
What happened to our sleigh bells?
This
Who
is
stole our
like
sleigh bells?
if you have a teenage kid and they come home late from curfew, they gotta wear this.
That's
Like a
massive. No, that is very Nepal looking.
Someone stole our sleigh bells, but we have the
Now,
mini
who
piano.
would steal sleigh bells? What sort of antichrist broke in and stole my
What
sleigh
is
bells?
happening right
We
now?
have the mini piano
literally-
from the guest room, from the green room.
That makes me mad.
Oh, here's a
All right.
tambourine down there.
No, I don't need a tambourine. This is not Josie and the Pussycats. Put that away. All right. Actually, people are
What do
saying
you want
they
me
want
to
to
do
hear
with this
cooler
tiny piano? Some guy just comes in and puts his little piano in front of me?
I don't know. This is the point where all the wheels just fall the hell off.
Here, play something, Mike. Do it.
Do this,
Here,
Posner.
play a cowboy. 1 minute, a cowbell. All right, Mike, we're gonna play. I gotta play the very beginning of your song.
Yes.
The tease. We call it a tease. I'm not dead yet.
Yes.
And then it'll roll right into one of the other songs. I'm voting for I Took a Pill. Someone else did
It's
cooler
your
than
show.
me.
We're on the Elvis Duran show. Play whatever you want.
Oh, believe me, they don't do it. That would frighten me if they actually let me do what I wanted to do. That would be frightening. I would like that.
Whatever you
Anyway.
want. Either one is fine with me.
Anyway, we love it when you come see us. Please come back again.
This
And
was fun,
time,
right?
Bring 100% of the song next time. That would be nice.
I'll work on it.
Our favorite, the one and only Mike Posner.
Thanks, guys.
Here's a piece of his song.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.